So, ladies and gentlemen, I finally got a chance to procure a a very interesting debate. So, I wanted to give a person some smoke, so free smoke for them. So I invited them over to my studio, and this is a young lady who decided to basically interview me. So I thought of going ahead and making this live and available for you to hear us one on one from yours truly, from my standpoint of view. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the microphone to her, and she's gonna go ahead and ask me her questions. This isn't programmed. This is not a written down dialogue. This is from a simple Black woman who have questions about your professor. So let's go ahead and get this started, and who knows what's going to happen. But I might start doing things like this more often. And of course, I could have gave her the microphone and let her do things, but I'm a leader here, and I always pretty much take control of what I need to do. So let's go ahead and get this started, and buckle up your seats, because we don't know what's going to happen here. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good. I'm doing quite well. So you decided to call me up, and you wanted my perspective on some things. Is that correct?
Yes. So, in your
So
perspective,
you're not going to try to attack me all of a sudden, are you? Because this is very interesting. You know, you're like one out of a million. See, I only trust several viewers and followers, but you're one of the ones who really piqued my curiosity. See, I do this for some people who have a thorough of questions. And as I said before, I don't mind having a fresh and face-to-face debate. So how do you feel now that you're able to, interact with yours truly face-to-face? You look kind of shy there.
no, definitely not shy. That is not me, actually.
No. Okay, am I shocking you and nervous?
No, nah.
All right, so I'm ready. Go ahead and whatever you want to do, whatever question that you have, I'm ready for it, and we'll see where it goes. The floor is yours.
Since your perspective is of an alpha, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, so.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is interesting. Here we go. Y'all ready? Oh, my God. Well, what's the question?
Oh, man. Okay. All right.
Don't get scared now. You was talking all kind of jazz on the email.
I'm good. Let's do
all right. Let's do the thing. Then I'm ready. Let's smoke it up.
All right. Well, let's do it then. All right. No judgment, just honesty from
I always
yours
give honesty.
Truly.
I always give honesty, nothing else.
And I'm all about it.
Okay, let's see.
Keep it 100.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Give me 100 then. I'm ready for it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, all right.
You in my lair now.
Alpha, can I please ask the questions?
I'm waiting for you.
Okay, all right. So, this one's a really good question because we definitely talk about this on a daily.
Well, on my channel, yes. So go ahead.
On your channel, yes, absolutely. And probably a lot of people want to know about this, especially dealing with an alpha. How is it to be an alpha male dealing with today's women?
Oh, wow. So basically, how is it to deal with women today in the current world as an alpha?
As an alpha.
It's very dangerous grounds, so to speak.
How come?
It's dangerous because women have a different perspective they got a thing called toxic masculinity. And alpha males are generally, how can we put it? We're gentle giants, but at the same time, we can be aggressive real fast. We're not necessarily the passenger driver of somebody else's car. We drive, we lead. We're the ones who's the, how can I put it? I won't say the best of the best, because that's not what makes you alpha. You stand out above the rest of them. You think differently. You have your own self-control. And so when you bring that into the common day womanizing type of, I won't say womanizing, womanist movement, feminist idea or ideology that women and men are the same, it can be quite toxic. Now, how I deal with women on a day-to-day basis, first of all, I respect them. That's number one. I give them their room. I give them just enough rope, just enough lineage, just enough space to let me see what they're all about. So what that means is to see if she wants to take control. If she wants to be this domineering sort of womanist type of person, think, oh, you're alpha. I'm just like you. I can do what you do, alpha. So what I do is test her. At the same time, I won't put her in a compromised position where, how can I put this? So basically it's this without making it complex. I come off wrong and very intimidating. And a lot of women nowadays in the modern world don't truly know what a man wants, nor what a man needs. And they don't truly know how a man feels in a day-to-day basis, because most of them are raised up in most of them in a single mother home. Most of them they raised up in a feminized, womanist sort of environment. So everything is about the woman. Everything's about how women feel. Everything is about what women think about. Let's raise the women, kick the man down. Raise him up, raise her up, kick him down. Disenfranchise him. If he thinks a certain way, it's toxic. If she thinks a certain way, it's okay. If he's masculine, it's wrong. If she's masculine, it's right. So it can be like on two opposite ends of the aisle. So oftentimes I have to be more careful than the common person because of my personality and where I stand at, because I won't be the passenger driver for no damn body. I won't let nobody stand up over me. As an alpha, I'm not going to sit here and be the patsy blue pill beta, not even of a woman or anybody else, because I own myself. So usually it can be a very toxic situation. I'm using toxic because it's a word that's been thrown around a lot, because that's what women would say. It would come up to be a toxic situation where they will look at me as just a common man who has more girth, more potential, more performance, and more leadership position as a problem, because most time the common woman wants power and control, in which I'm not going to give an inch to, or a mile to, or even an increment to, just by simply being the man that I am. So how do I deal with them? I don't. I tell them to kick rocks. If they don't get my program, there's the door. If they don't like that I'm a male, there's the door. If they don't like that I'm a leader, there's the door. It's not going to ever change.
Okay. All right.
So what do you think as a...
Well, actually, as a woman, to be honest,
as a woman,
what it sounds like is... It sounds like you don't know what women want either.
Oh, I don't want... Okay. Continue. Go ahead. I'm giving you leniency here. That's fine. Come on with it.
Because women aren't always trying to...
Not all. Okay.
Downplay... Let me say that. Not all women are trying to downplay a man and what he brings to the table.
Oh.
Not all women are... not all women are trying to step over a man or make him feel demasculated, or, as he says, a beta. And really, to be honest, why don't you explain that? What is a beta?
What is a beta?
As an alpha, how do you see a beta? Okay,
let's get back to what you was talking about, like not all women. Fact is this, and I'm gonna get back to the beta thing. Women file for divorce 80% of the time for any damn excuse whatsoever. His breath stink. His shoes are put in the wrong door. He's not making enough money. He's not the type of person. Or she made a mistake because she was 24 years old and she married the wrong type of guy. Every reason whatsoever under the sun a woman will make to divorce him or to get rid of him. Women date up, they don't date down. That's not something I made up. That's something that women make up. So the thing about this matter, when you said not all women are like that, well, if 80% of the women are filed for divorce, men don't leave their divorces like women do. 80% of the time, women walk away from relationships, men don't do that. So apparently, women have this idea where if he's not good enough, she's going to step over him. And not only that, the paternity tests are now coming back that most, I'm not going to say all of them, generally a large majority of parents, men, are not the father of the kids that they have brought into the world, because some of them are scared to get a paternity test. Some of them are scared of the woman because the woman is actually the boss of the house. Now, I said before that there was an alpha female. There's really not a such thing as an alpha female, but when somebody say an alpha female, what they're actually saying is this female that has masculine energy, and she stands out of the crowd as a very aggressive woman who's not feminine, if that makes a lot of sense. So she's one above the rest of them. But however, when I brought that to one of the lessons, I was basically talking about a woman who stands above and who don't deal with the crud and the leftovers and the low valley ratchet behavior like other women. So that's two type of subjects there. But anyhow, so basically that's not true what you said. So generally men are on the fence where they have to be careful and cautious of how they deal with women, because women are known to be unstable, not only just mentally, but in their decisions of what they want. So it have nothing to do with me not knowing what a woman wants. It's the fact that I know that a woman don't know what she wants based on the high majority of divorces, the high majority of women with false paternity tests that the father's not the father, the dad is not the father, and for the fact that women date up, they don't date down. So they're not looking for men to practically be, kind to them, nice to them, being a gentleman, providing for them in the minimum. They're looking for men to be supermen. They're looking for men to have more than the usual, because usually they're dating and looking for the top 20% of men. And the top 20% of men have the potential to cheat, but they don't care because they're only looking for the money on the general basis. Now, a beta, we're going to get to the beta thing. Beta men is the opposite of myself. A beta man is somebody who would not say this, the things I just said. Beta men are the ones who are in the passenger seat of their girlfriend's car, probably driving her car, living in her house. Beta men are the ones who are saying, I do, to a woman who has a known bad track record of flipping on her men, being divorced 2 to 3 or 4 different times, coming around with 5 or 6 different kids from 5 or 6 different men, and the beta men will think that he can get something out of her. Beta men don't control their life. Beta men are they're second seat sort of individuals. They don't think for themselves either. Beta men don't speak up. Beta men are weak. Beta men are the type of men who would walk around and let people demasculate him, put him down, put him in a compromised position. Even if he know that it's a rat trap, even if you know he's being mistreated, he will still go along with it because he don't speak up for himself. And beta men will let women lead him. He won't become the leader. He won't become the guide. He won't stand up to be the masculine male that he can be. So he becomes a beta, a weakling. What I call, as the lion in the field, he becomes a leftover deer or antelope that gets eaten in the back of the pack.
I was gonna say, the way you explaining a beta man, isn't there a such thing as a beta woman, or does that not exist?
It don't exist. I don't necessarily put women in categories. Although there are some women in categories. You have your ratchet woman. You got your valuable woman who may be around the ages of 22, 24, 25. You got this dating scale between you, when a man says, okay, this woman is a 1 or she's a 10. You got that in between the numbers. But as far as a beta woman and a beta woman and an alpha woman isn't really of subject, and it really don't make sense. It will be either it's a masculine woman and a feminine woman. That's what it is. A feminine woman, you see, a beta for a woman is okay, because beta is more submissive. Beta is, I agree with you. I don't want to be the leader. You lead me. See, I was an alpha, I lead. Beta is, I follow. So for a woman to be a beta, if you call a woman a beta, it's okay because that means she's in her feminine. She's soft. She's not aggressive. She's not weak. She's where she's supposed to be at. Meaning she's compatible, meaning she's submissive. She's kind. She's, I won't say supportive, but she's there to be an asset to his life and to make things a lot more easier and less frustrating in his life. So she's more peaceful than she is an aggressor. So the opposite of her, which is an alpha, it will be a masculine woman. A masculine woman is one who say, I can do it all by my damn self. I don't need a man. I don't care what the man have to say. I'm the leader in the relationship. I pay the bills. I'm going to pay the light bill. I don't need him for nothing but for his booty. That's all I need him for. That's a masculine female. She's in her masculine frame. And when a man's trying to talk to her, she don't want to listen to him. She always want to come back at him with something else. She wants to fight him for every little thing that he says.
So are you talking about an alpha woman?
No,
or are you
masculine.
talking about an independent woman? Because it sounds like you still putting out there what...
Okay, what's true? Okay, you came up with independent. So let's put you on the spot. What is independence to you? Because I said a masculine woman. Because most masculine women think that they're independent. There's a difference. You can be independent. You don't have to be masculine at the same time. Masculine is if you're trying to fight your man. When you're trying to take the reins, you say, "Oh, I can do this. I'm a boss." I'm a boss girl. I can do this all about myself. Okay, yeah, I'm a boss girl. I can do this all by myself, right? That's a masculine woman. But that doesn't mean because you're independent, there's plenty of independent women, but they're not masculine. They're just doing what they can for themselves for a short amount of time until they find themselves a man who they can link up with. So what's your idea of independence? Does independence have to be with masculine energy? Because most times it do, because it gets to the woman's head over time. Come on with it. Bring me the smoke.
Okay, all right.
Bring me the smoke. I'm ready for it.
Because definitely, completely the definition of an independent woman, that's definitely me.
Oh, it is. Independent. Okay, I'm ready for this. Independent. All right, Miss Independent.
All right. First off, you say you're right. They don't need a man. They don't have to have a man to cook and provide and take care of them and make sure that they're, that they're good. They're the type that's going to drive their car to go get what they got to go do, get the groceries, come home, cook it. They're that superwoman basically.
Oh.
But at the same token, here's the thing where it goes. An independent woman, she doesn't need a man, but a lot of them still want a man, a real man.
All right, okay, fine. I'm not going to cut you off, but this I don't need a man idea. When something happens, you call a police officer.
True.
You're not expecting a woman to come up to the door and protect you, even though there are women officers and they do a job quite well. You are expecting a 6 feet tall, 200 and something pound officer to protect you. When there's a fire, you are expecting a man to come to the door, to bang the door down with one of those crowbars or hatchets to save your ass out of the fire. When your car is turned upside down, you're looking for a man to come out there and save your ass as well. The ones who service the machine in the production line on your cars, the ones who make the food in the warehouses, which is the machines that sometimes make that makes the produce and items, are usually men. How can I back this up? Because most of the items, when it comes to riveting, when it comes to heavy deadlifting, when it comes to grabbing and welding things together, it requires strength. It requires power. It requires a man's body to put that together, whether they have a machine or not. That's why most times in construction work, you have more men out there who's doing the jackhammer and who's swinging the mallet and who's picking up the signs. And you got the woman who's standing out there who's just a traffic sign girl. She does the stop, slow down. Stop, slow down. It's not because women, I'll put it like this. Nature tells a woman, not me, not the world, not God. Nature tells a woman, you are to be in your phylum. You are to obey your nature as a woman. I got a thing that a brother of mine, his name is Dr. Valentine, not the Dr. Phil Valentine, not the Phil, not Dr. Phil that you see on main TV that talks to Oprah Winfrey. Okay, but Doctor, no, Doctor Phil Valentine, and he said this, and that made a lot of sense. Kudos to him, by the way. Design denotes function. A car is telling you that it's designed to be a passenger car. It's not designed to haul a 56-foot trailer that is 40,000 to 50,000 pounds. The truck, the semi-truck, is designed to haul the 40 or 50,000 pound trailer, not to haul passengers. So the man is the diesel, the woman is the passenger car. And when the passenger car tries to pull this 50,000 pound trailer, it's going to destroy itself. You understand? But the cab of the car, the truck, you can probably haul like 2 or 3 people in it, but it's not made for it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, to get back to your question, once again, this independent thing is a fallacy. It's false. Even I myself is not truly independent because I need somebody to filter out the water. I need somebody to make my clothes. I need somebody to, make the cars that I drive. There's somebody out there who's a traffic, traffic instructions. Even I myself is not truly independent. When they came out with this so-called independent idea, it first came out in a song for people who don't think for themselves. INDEP. Do you know what that means? She got her own car. She got her own big house. You know the song, the dumb song. Every time I hear it, it makes me sick. So guess what? Sheep go along with it. Leaders don't. Sheep were like, oh, okay, it's a nice song. And you notice most songs that are played, sheep go along with it. And guess what? Everybody's talking about they're independent. There's no such thing as true independence. We need to depend on somebody, one form or another. We need somebody to build and create the things that we have. And sorry, sweetheart, most things that are built and made is by men. So regardless, you still need men, whether you like it or not, whether you're wearing your Gucci shoes, putting on your Prada perfume, and put on that fake poisonous makeup that you put on your face, you still need a damn man. Come at me with that one. What's the next question? Come at me. I'm ready. You're dealing with an alpha, man. You ain't dealing with a beta.
Okay.
You ain't dealing with a beta. Come on. I'm ready. Bring the smoke.
I agree completely with
you don't have... Okay, bring it.
Well, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going because we got this interview to do. And
silence.
I'm a little sleepy on the real.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence.
There ain't no silence because
okay.
There's about to be a few of these. I'm about to say something now.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to let you have that one. But just a side note.
Okay.
Just because you say that you're independent, and why you going on INDEPENDENT? Do you know what that mean, man? Off, down, house, big, flouse, big, screen, big. Okay, first off, shout out to Boosie. But anyway,
yeah, okay, come on.
First off, the first person that ever talked about independent, which this is how I seen independent.
Oh, here we go.
It's an encouragement.
For what? To get away from your man?
No, it's an encouragement to uplift yourself and to be equal. See, that's the thing.
Equal?
Y'all
wait a minute.
We're
equal. Wait a minute. Hold on. You said we're equal.
Wait.
Oh, so.
What are we doing? Are we doing these interview questions or are we just going to do this one question? I was cool with doing this one question because I think we definitely...
So you can bench press 350 pounds?
I probably could.
Lady, okay. Y'all hear this, ladies and gentlemen? Wait a minute. Lady, you heard what she just said? She said she can bench press 350 pounds.
I ain't going to say 350, nah. I mean, but...
Wait a minute.
Again, I would say you 150, but what I will say is...
I think 90 pounds.
No, I
90
think at least
less.
150. I think I did.
You probably never even seen 350 pounds.
Not 350, but I
I interrupted you. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, see, interruptions.
Come on. No, just come on. I just want...
Respect.
I want the smoke.
So respect.
Come on.
But what I was saying is it's just about not having to depend on a man for everything.
That's a problem.
That's not... How is that a problem?
What happened in 1940s and 1950s?
I mean, to be honest, I just feel like it's been reformed.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question that Kevin Samuels answered. Shout out to him as well. You ready for this? Can women live to the end of their natural lives without a man? Natural lives.
I'm not not saying that we can live without
Okay,
men. I'm
next
not
question.
with
Okay,
that.
she's not in. Okay, all
But
right.
what I'm
No,
saying
well, you don't
is,
need us.
I'm not
Bro,
going to
okay.
sit here and say that
Okay.
I'm a downplay being independent either.
You know,
There's
always.
nothing wrong with
Okay.
being independent.
Okay, let me.
There's nothing wrong with wanting a man
Are
and
you
not
okay?
needing
Are
a
you
man.
are you married? Are you married?
We're not putting my
No.
love
Are
life
you
out
married?
there, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no ring on her finger. So,
And guess what? There is
No.
no ring on his either.
and I don't want it to be. There's a reason why. I don't need one.
All right. Well, speaking of, let's go to that one. We're gonna go to this one though. Okay. Why would you want more than one woman?
Why would I want more than one woman? Okay, I can answer that question pretty easy. This ain't a matter of wanting. The first thing I respect, unlike women, is my nature. First of all, I'm a male. I'm made to be with multiple women. I'm not made to be monogamous. The
Really?
anatomy says that. While you can only get pregnant for 9 months, while you're laying there and your belly is full of already compacted DNA, I can go ahead and impregnate 9 other women at the same time, or more if I want to. And the idea is my job, our place and position as a man is not to be submissive to you as a woman. Nature did not create us to be like that. My position is to be the head and to be the lead. And as a very valuable man, I'm not saying I'm a high value man, but as a very valuable man. I said as a very valuable man. I don't look at myself like that. I'm saying as a very valuable man, I have options. I can pick and choose. So why would I settle down with one woman who most likely have the potential to flake? Most likely have been there, done that. Most likely have been gifted with the beauty of trinkets and gold and being taken around the country before she even got the age of 23 years old. And I'm just now getting peach fudge at the age of 23. Why would I settle down with her knowing full well that she have half a tank of sugar? What that means is she got half a tank of what she can add in my relationship. I still got a full tank of gas. That means men get better as they age. And I can still go. I still have my ambition. I still got my energy. She, on the other hand, she don't go that long. She's going to get tired. She's going to be like, oh, I'm bored. I'm not happy. Or, oh, I want more. Hypergamy start kicking in. Guess what? She can kick her ass right out that door and Sarah's going to be walking in right behind her. So it's not a matter of me wanting. It's a requirement because I require the balance of nature and I respect my nature. And I'm not going to settle down with some woman, especially some American woman who have the potential to say, what you just say? I'm independent. I-N-D. Go ahead, sing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bye.
You and your independent. Go ahead. Your independent
Next
ass.
question.
You can be independent right out the door. I got three other girls right here who is wonderful enough to provide for me what you're not willing to do. And while you're out there without a marriage and relationship, they'll be happy to be with me.
With no marriage. And still got to worry about Susie,
No.
Maria,
and
Jackie
it's up,
coming on through.
Okay, this is what I always say. If you're not the Shangri-La, if you're not the one-woman army, if you're not the boss, I can't say the word. If you're not the boss woman that you think you are, you're gonna lose. You're gonna be changed. Because here's the thing: most women don't cook, they don't clean, they don't know how to provide for a man anymore. So I got to have 5 women to make up for one woman because of the decrease in quality that we are receiving as men today. So I'm not going to limit myself to a half-talented woman. That's generally, and who's going to actually try to challenge me as an alpha male.
And how you know half the women that you decided to get with
Because I've been around.
Have no talent.
Because I've been around.
Gifts.
Because
don't cook.
Because I've
don't
done
clean.
that. Because I cook, clean, and do
And
all that for myself. And this is not my first rodeo.
All right.
Come at me. Come on. I'm ready for this. Bring that smoke. Next question.
All right.
You ain't ready for this. You ain't gave me nothing yet.
Okay. Next question. Why do you feel marriage is so bad today? Because you did kind of go on that.
Oh, wait. I don't feel. I know. You go by feelings. I don't go by feelings. I go by I know.
Feelings? Okay.
I go by statistics and I go by fact. Marriage is a anvil and a limiter and a production of failure for a man. It is a financial trap for a man. but it's freedom for a woman. It's success for a woman. As a matter of fact, when a man agrees with a woman, because a woman is always like, oh, we're going to get married, da, 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 da. When a man introduces marriages to a woman, she should be happy. That's when she wins. When a man say, hey, let's get married, she won, because it's not a benefit to him, it's a benefit to her. Marriage is no good for, I got 4 girlfriends, right? And we're happy. We go places, we do things. We go to the Bahamas, we go to San Diego, California. We go to the beach, we go to Miami. They're good. I'm happy. They're happy. When one is gone, one is here. When one is not here, one is over here. They know each other. Everything is well. I don't have to change anything. They know about each other, right? Okay, we got that.
So what are you trying to be, Hugh Hefner?
No.
Even he's married.
No. I can care less about them. I'm myself. You understand? Alpha's different. I keep telling you, Alpha don't care about other people like that. We don't, I can't say it. We don't give a corn husk about their BS, okay? I'm concerned about what I'm doing as an alpha male. I'm the lead. You don't like it, get the hell out. Anyhow, why would I get rid of them just to be monogamous with this one girl who is unstable, have the potential to flake on me 80% of the time, have the potential to get a divorce with me 80% of the time, have the potential to say, I'm not happy 80% of the time, and get rid of my fun, my enjoyment, and my peace that I'm having. Why? That don't make sense. It's almost like I got 4 banks. Each bank have like $50 million in each bank. Why would I get rid of them just to get this one bank with just, $50 million in it? And I'm like, that's just all I got. And it's going to just spend itself. It's going to waste itself away. And here's the thing. It's not that I don't want that. I know that if I were to say, yes, I want a monogamous one-on-one relationship with a American woman, the chances of success is nearly 20%. 20% because of the way that the society is operating. There's too much Instagram. There's too much Facebook. There's too many past boyfriends. There's too many sneaky behavior and the potential where she's going to try to come up with the hypergamy. Because if Dr. Dre dealt with it, if Jeff Bezos dealt with it, if other men around the country have dealt with it and they're making millions of dollars, why not me as a simple single man? Not going to happen. So I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to be compromised. Now, if she's right, she'll be right. But have I met that right woman? No, I have not. Because most women think the same. Y'all are doing the same thing. Y'all are agreeing with each other's bad behavior. Instead of chastising each other, y'all are supporting each other's bad behavior. Instead of straightening out y'all acting, y'all behavior and getting with your men, you too busy walking around talking about, I'm independent. I can do it all by myself. I don't need a man. So, okay, fine. You don't need me. That's all right. Get the hell out. I will be with women who is comfortable to be in my presence, and I'm comfortable to be around their presence. And they're not talking about, I don't need you. They're talking about, I love being with you and I need you. That's why I am here with you. And in return, I will supply and provide for them in return without them asking, because they're doing what they're naturally supposed to do. But the common American woman, oh no, I can do it all by myself. Forget it. No, get your own coffee. Wash your own clothes. No, cook for yourself. I can't do it. Fine. I can replace her anytime I get good and ready, because she's replaceable. I'm not. There's not too many men like me or men thinking like myself. Plenty of them are doing that today, though.
Definitely not too many men thinking like you.
Uh-huh. That's what you think.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what you think.
That's
Till you read
I'm
the comments. Keep going.
This is going to be some interesting comments.
Come on now. Next question. I'm ready.
All right. And you always want to talk about religion and marriage. So let's just go ahead and add this. How do you feel about religion and marriage?
Religion and marriage. I'll put it like this. In the days where it was effective for the marriage, religion, that is, that was in the past world. That was the days before now. And what I mean is the whole environment operated where they respected the I would say the facts behind the religions that they lived. It was more like people were more about their religion within their soul, so to speak. They had more virtue and value to themselves, and they lived that life where it wasn't a form of is religion real or false. It was a form of is it helping the marriage, if that makes sense. Is it helping? That's what is it helping? It's almost like religion is based on hope and faith and peace, basically. So if you have
Good
a bit
things.
of good things. But even if it's I'm saying even if it's wrong or right, it's real or false. The results is what matters. Usually is what is it doing for your marriage or your life and whatnot. So at the time, it was supporting marriage in the point of a sense of morality, a sense of what you should do, what you don't do, and a sense of this thing called wrong or right. Okay? And the sins and the 10 commandments, that sort of thing. But because religion had been exposed to be a mythical idea, and most people have been doing it just for facade and then start falling away during the time, it's not so effective for marriage. And another thing is, marriage itself has been known to be false based on the reasons why people get married. Because over the years, women have been able to get away with deceiving and manipulating men to get married. Because it was like a financial support sort of thing. It's like a financial backup plan. It was like, how about this? It's almost like you got this vampire, this parasite, who's been able to survive for generation after generation by becoming non-exposed and becoming sneaky. And so the women of the past, not all the way back, but they've been able to fleece men, or should I say, be with other men, go to the juke joints, have several, I won't say thousand, but several hundred types of men that they've slept with, they've been with, and had 2 kids, and then they jump into marriage. And most men didn't know what was going on. And a lot of men who suffered in marriage didn't speak up and say nothing about it. They just allow themselves to say, happy wife, happy life. Hey, well, as long as she's happy, I'm okay. Goofy looking dummy. And she just run right over the hell of them and fleece them from every damn thing. So over the years, both marriage and marriage and religion have been evaluated and analyzed in depth as to why it is the way that it is. And it's been found out that, of course, like I just said, marriage isn't specifically for men. Marriage have been a financial backup plan for women, and women have been doing dirt for a long time, and they're being exposed for it, or men are beginning to realize that most men are suffering from marriage and being in this monogamous idea with women that has been getting away with dirt. Same as religion.
Could it just be that y'all picked the wrong women?
No. That's a common thing that most no. Okay, so Uncle, let me tell you this: if 80% of the time you're gonna walk out the door and
but you talk about the 80s.
Okay, you walk out the door.
What about the 20%?
The 20% don't matter.
Keep sleeping on?
The 20% don't matter.
Yeah, they do, because they're probably the ones that could actually change the whole dynamic.
No, because they're not. It's okay, you on a football field and you have a winning team and a losing team. The one who wins have the most points, regardless at the end. You got the most points, you win. So if evil is 80% and good is 20%, good don't matter. Good is going to lose. It's the 80% you got to watch out for. So if somebody say 80%, you go outside, you're going to get hit in the head by an anvil, or somebody's going to shoot you, or somebody's going to throw something at you, and you know it's an 80% probability, most likely you're not going to walk out the door, because it's 80%. That means you have a chance to get destroyed. So with marriages, relationships today, and they're not lasting like they used to be, like grandma and grandpa for like 15 years. They only last for like 3 years now to 2. Okay, that's 80% chance of being broken. So with add up religion with that being a false idea, being something made up of anthropomorphic ideas and pulpit pimps.
Oh boy.
Being able to realize just how sneaky and conniving that has been more of a control dynamic than it was something that was quite successful, because good's going to win. If good was supposed to win, then good would be 80% to the 20%. But evil is winning that lets you know the majority of it has been a sneaky, deceptive, manipulative system that's been in play for so long, which is now being exposed. So both of them have been analyzed and pretty much destroyed by the roots.
And again, there's that 20% that has their own damn mind, and
But
they
they're
don't
not
go
speaking,
with the roots.
but they're not sticking up enough. That's fine. If there is, you're calling it the
But
exceptions
that's
to the
just it,
rules.
because you
So you care about the
can't
20%?
smack down the 80%, because I'm part of the 20%.
Oh, you so
There's
you
people that
if you're
there's
part of the
women
if you was
that
part
are
of the
actually hold up.
that you're actually what? Let's let you speak. Come on, come with it.
Let me have the floor on this one.
Come on, I'm ready. My jaw,
sure,
hit
I'm
it.
sure
My
you
jaw
are
is right
ready.
here. Come
I
on,
am sure you are ready.
big and square. Come on, I can take it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're part.
KO.
What makes you part of 20%?
First off, 80% is just what's being shown out here. There's a 20%, and low key, some of this 80% is waking up too. And if we have a man that's, sticking it out with us, first off, you always have these men that just decide,
Go ahead.
this is hard, I don't like this. Oh, you arguing with me? Okay, I'm gonna go, like you said, have millions of women out here. First off, if you're gonna have millions of women, don't get married, don't get in a relationship. Just play the field. If that's what you're gonna do, play the field. Let the person know you're gonna play the field, and don't be like,
Wait a minute. Wait. Back up. You just said something.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. Like,
No, you said something.
instead of being in a marriage,
No.
instead of being in a committed relationship.
No. Check this out. No.
Check out what?
Men are not walking away from marriages or relationships because he can't handle the woman. Men are not saying
Sounds like it to me.
that because she's not acting right, that he just going to immediately disconnect himself from her. I just told you, women file for divorce 80% of the time. Statistically, women cheat more than men. In the recent studies, they said men cheat about 53% of the time. They said women is like around 56, 57% of the time. Why is this? Because women have more men in their DMs. Women have Instagram. Women have Facebook. And when she walks away, there's going to be 5 betas that's going to chase after her. Men don't get that type of... If I go online right now, no matter how big and sexy that I am, okay, and I just show my shirt, my 6 abs, and I'm just pumping up, right? I may get maybe 100 people that'll say, "Oh, you look great. Good job." And I get a couple of thumbs up, maybe a couple of emojis. But let you go out there and you just put on like a bikini or something like that and put some oil on your butt and you're just standing there like a provocative position. You're going to get 5 times that at the end of the night. By the end of the month, you're going to end up with probably like 10,000 or more people who say, "Oh, she's sexy. Emoji this. Emoji that." I might just stay in the 100 range. I still might be like 150 or 200 likes. Why? Because the society is full of thirsty, retard, backwards walking, beta, uncontrolled, mama raised boys. So we dealing with a different time.
I would say there's some thirsty ones. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Men,
they be in DMs, but don't mean that the girls look.
Men are not walking away. Men are not dealing with women's BS. That's what it is. Because if you're not going to be cooperative, get the hell out. That's what men are saying. Because most women don't want to be submissive. Most women are saying what you just said. "I don't need a man. I'm independent." Oh, you don't need me? Fine. Get the hell out then. And while you're out,
we don't need them. We still want them. Some of us still want them.
Okay, that's what I mean. Women don't know what you want. You want them, but you need them, but you want them, but you say you're independent, you don't need them. What the hell is it going to be? So we don't deal with it. What we say is, okay, get the hell out. We'll be with somebody else who wants to be with us. That's not called playing the field. Men aren't meant to be settled down like that. Men are the goal. Men are the trophy. Men are the ones who is the prize. Women need to realize we are the prize. You are not. We're not to chase you. Not in this generation. You are to realize that you are gifted. You should be appreciative and glad you are in the presence of a man who could probably treat you right. But that's not good enough, because guess what women do? I want to date up. The plumber's not good enough. The guy who's a dump truck driver is not good enough.
Thank you.
The driver, the guy who's not driving a Lamborghini, he's just driving a Chevy Cavalier, is not good enough, because as soon as some famous movie star or some basketball pimp pulls up, or whoever the hell he is, the woman's gonna try to chase over to him with googly eyes. Oh, I don't care if he mistreats me and he cheats on me as long as he have money. So why would a man put himself out there at 80%? Next question. That's what about that? What's up with that?
Okay. All right. Let's go to it. Why do men not like strong women? I think we definitely been going on this.
Why do men don't like strong women? Okay, you ready?
Everyone say, I don't need a man. I don't need a man.
What do you think about it? Are you a strong woman?
I already said that. A strong woman, I would say.
So you can hold it down for me. So you can take care of my house. You got this taken care of. So you will do everything that I do.
I was taught to buy my own damn house.
That's where you'd be wrong. Guess what? 'Cause I'm not. No. Listen, because I'm not moving into your house. You would have to move into my house. I'm not going to be underneath your control, and you're not going to be underneath my control. The word control is a catchy niche. When I mean control, what I mean is...
What do you mean by control?
What I mean by control is your domain, your idea of how things should be. And that is backwards for a man to go by what a woman thinks things should be. It is a man's way for a woman to go by what a man's way of doing, because that's putting the what do you call that? The cart before the horse. When you do that, you want to put the horse before the cart. And how you do that is called logic. So to know where you're going, what you're doing in your life, you're going to need a logical leader. If you put emotions first, you go through a lot of things chemically with your body, with your monthly issues that you have with menstrual cycle. You go through so many issues that can be a compromised issue when you put your cart before the horse. You don't get nowhere down the street. It never works like that. When you put logic first, you got the man who's supposed to be the head or can be the head, then you can actually get somewhere. That's only proven through history. So, as an alpha man, or just a man, period, why should I need to wrestle, fight, and deal with my woman as if she's my enemy when she's supposed to be my partner? Men don't care about, it's not about being strong. We don't care about strong women. We need women who are submissive, kind, supportive, and an asset to our life. We don't want somebody who we come home and fight. We want somebody who we can come home and love and rub and push against the wall and put in the pretzel and flip upside down.
Okay, but why can't they be strong and you can still flip them? And...
Because they're not, because you will get bumped, but you will leave. What that means is, as a natural man, we'll donkey dunk, but I'm going to bid you adieu when we're done. You're done. You're finished. I don't want to be with you. The 25-year-old girl that'll walk in the door after you, who's submissive, kind, and feminine, she's going to spend the night while you're gone.
Woman doesn't have to be not feminine.
You can't be strong and feminine at the same time. Being strong
How?
Because most women and some cultural women think that being strong means you are not emotional, or you are non-submissive, that you are not supposed to let men take the lead, that you are supposed to be the one to push the buttons and say what needs to be done.
It's called compromise.
No.
There's a word called compromise.
Compromise have nothing to do with our conversation. What would you say? You said a strong woman. You should have said you make suggestions. Most women who survive in their relationships with the man, they give suggestions. The men listen, and then they come up with an idea. He'll say, "Okay, I hear what you're saying. That might be a good idea because it'll work for this program. Let's do it." There's no such thing as compromise. What are you compromising? You're in a position where you are partners.
It still sound like the word compromise to me. Okay. Anyway.
Compromise is willing to give up something, willing to change your program. Women often aren't willing to change their program. You want to come into the relationship and pretty much damn near control it and say, "Oh, you are toxic." Come over with oh, you're angry, or like what you said, you didn't date enough. You're just talking about the 80% of women. What about the 20%? Who gives a damn about the 20%? The 20% aren't doing anything and they're not doing enough. I care about the bigger picture. Most men look at the bigger picture. Next. What do you got to say to that? Nothing, right? Can't handle it.
Whatever.
Come on. Whatever.
Whatever.
She ain't ready
It's
for the
late.
smoke, y'all.
It's
Okay,
getting late.
next.
We're going to do this again, though. But okay. One more. Why are men intimidated by strong women? We might as well go into this one.
We already did. We're not intimidated. We're nowhere near intimidated by strong women. We don't want to deal. It's not called strong. It's called masculine. Women think being strong is being masculine, trying to be like a man. We can't deal with them. We don't want to. We're not coming home to be with another man. We come home to be with a woman. And a woman usually is supposed to be feminine, submissive, kind, supportive, and an asset to our life. Not strong. Strong have nothing to do with it. Men are strong. Women are supposed to be supportive. They're the cart, we're the horse.
Okay. Still don't get why they can be strong and supportive. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right.
You can be strong for your man, meaning you're dutiful, you're loyal, you fight back all the temptations. You can do that, but you can't be strong by being away from your man or being without him.
Yeah, but when he's not around, they can hold it down.
That's just being loyal and respectful.
That's just being loyal, respectful. Okay. All right. Do alpha males compete with other alphas?
Sometimes. I'll put it like this. It's a very touchy subject, but I gotta be honest with you. I have nothing to lose and nothing to gain. That means anything can happen at any moment. That means I'm ready to lay it down at any moment. So the competition is something that you have to be very certain and confirm that you want to do this thing. Men are very careful of what they say about other men, because anything can pop off at any moment, especially an alpha male like myself. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. It's not about proving anything. It's just the way that I'm built. It's the way that I'm raised. Some people say an alpha male is this guy where if you talk crap, he have this big fist that just pop you on top of your head. You just, and you're done. It's just like that. But as a gentle, I would say as a gentle man, we hold back. We don't have to. We don't need to. So if there is a competition between an alpha and another alpha, it's usually going to lead to the bad end. Somebody's going to be dragged out in a stretcher. Somebody's going to pass away. Somebody's not going to exist any longer because there is nothing to gain, nothing to lose, nothing really matters. You understand? And that's a very dangerous position to be in. But with that, you do have self-control. You got self-respect. And that's just a zone that we don't get into, or most men don't get into. They don't have to be masculine. They just don't encourage men to get into any type of verbal conversation or physical confrontation, because men try to avoid what we're going to have to deal with as a result, which lead to pretty much somebody getting hurt badly.
Okay, you've been talking about being an alpha, beta, masculine. What do you think about those? What's the difference between alpha, beta, masculine?
Your voice is kind of hurt. Look, we need a drink over there because you can't handle it. You're in the presence of greatness.
I'm not hurt, and I'm not going to say I'm in the presence of greatness.
So the difference is this. I'll put it very
Just
simple.
answer the question.
No, I'll put it very simple. Who are you telling? Trying to be funny here. I don't think it's funny. No, I'm going to finish. But I'm saying, no, listen.
I'll let you have the floor.
Alpha's a leader. Masculine is normal. Beta is the caboose of the train. That's as simple as that. Or you can say alpha is the one in the head. Alpha's the one who don't take the passenger seat. Alpha's going to be the, I won't say the boss, but they're going to stand out above the rest. They're going to do what needs to be done, even if it's all by themselves. It's almost like a lion in the field who can just live on his own. He's fine. He's gone. He can control his own self. You don't have to be the leader of a pack, but he can do his own. A masculine male is a man who knows himself. He's masculine. He's strong. He's a normal type of dude. Most men are just masculine. That doesn't mean the alpha's better. It's just a certain level of masculinity, depending on where you are, what type of country and what type of city that you're in. Masculine is good. But masculine is not appreciated enough because we're in a time where women want to demasculate men, or the society don't praise enough masculine men. They call them toxic or bad. Beta is a soft, passive dude who don't want to lead, who's not interested in leading. He don't mind being manipulated. He's the passenger everywhere he goes. He don't speak up for himself. He don't fight. He praise the opposite sex as if they're above him. And most times they are above him because he puts himself lower than them. And he's a lower frequency sort of person, low energy, low performance. He's a beta. He's weak, passive.
You think there are more betas in the world?
More betas? Well, I'm going to tell you this. The betas are evident. You want to know how? I'm going to be very frank with this. Because there are plenty of women who are, how can you put it, like out of control. They are feeling themselves and they're calling themselves queens and princesses. A masculine male can be masculine, but he can still be beta. But an alpha dude is never going to sit here and praise someone like that and put them on a pedestal without consequences. Meaning you got to earn the crown to be considered as a queen, or that you're special, or that you're unique. Beta men praise women. Beta men pit women on this idea that they own, that they are entitled to the gifts of masculine or alpha men. They're the reason why they walk around and say, I'm a bad B. I'm a boss B. I can do this. I don't need a man, and blah, blah, blah. Because beta men have made it bad for other men. And that's just not alpha. It's masculine men in general. Beta men are the reason why you have 1,000 DMs for an Instagram model, because they're beta men. Me as an alpha, I won't even look their direction, no matter how sexy they think they are. I'm not going to give them no emojis. There's not going to be no smiley face. They're going to be like, ooh, baby, look. No, I'm going to be like, look at this girl who's, how can I put it? This girl is making a trash out of her life and herself. I'm not interested in supporting it. Beta men, oh, look at her. She's cute. I'll go get the woman physically. I don't need to sit there and watch her on some Instagram and say, oh, look at this baby. She's sexy. Look at her picture. No, I'm an alpha. I'll go get it. As a matter of fact, when I go out there, she's like, hey, here it is, sir. I'm going to lay on my back. You can have it. While the betas are too busy looking at this through PORN. Or lotion and rolling up a magazine or a newspaper.
All right, I know we running out of time, so let's hurry this up.
Yeah,
All right.
So, getting back to what I was saying, why you trying to be rude. Getting back to what I'm saying, why you trying to be rude. Betas is the problem that we have in society, just as well as there are women who walk around talking about they're independent. They both go hand in hand. But masculine men and men of the entireties are dealing with that and pushing back on this sort of agenda. Does that answer your question?
That answers it. Okay. And my last question on that.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, how she was trying to get snappy, trying to be funny. You see that? Easily put her back in her place because she knew she was out of line.
The truth is
You see how they try to come in here and try to control things and make things happen? See, men? That's why you got to tap down and let them know what time of day it is, that you ain't pulling up with their BS. You got to let them know.
The truth is...
What's the truth?
You cannot...
I cannot what? You going to tell me what I can't do now?
I didn't say you can't.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm just saying, basically, as you go here, on here, us going back and forth, you cannot argue with alpha. They will try to overpower you every single time.
And it's not try. I don't have to try. I'm just speaking the truth.
Okay, alpha. All right. Is there any similarities between betas and masculine and alphas?
Oh, similarities? That's a good one. Yeah, they're all men.
That's the
that's the only
similarity you can come up with.
No, because if you want to say a beta versus me, I eat them. No, I eat them. No. You got the lion. A beta is like a deer. A beta is like a you know how like a zebra, the baby zebra in the back of the pack, or a zebra.
Even the lion's afraid of a mouse.
You've been watching too many cartoons.
I'm just saying, it's the truth.
No, you've been watching too many cartoons. You're watching too many cartoons.
Elephant too, shoot.
Generally, even though the elephant as well can be considered as the king of the jungle because you can get trampled by an elephant, the fact of it is the only similarities is they're men. Masculine men are different than beta men. They're masculine. Beta men are soft. Masculine men, they're strong. They're getting it done. You won't see some masculine men. Look at some police officers. Look at some construction workers. Look at men who are willing to, what do you call
Some ones
that?
that are
Be
ready
maintenance.
to break a sweat.
Maintenance men. Yeah, they're out there. UFC, masculine men. You know, a boxing arena, masculine men. Men who are out there building your houses and homes in winter to winter. You know, men who are out there putting their life on the line. Masculine men. You don't have to be alpha. Just masculine men. Men are just generally masculine when they get into their frame. Alpha is just a different level. It's just you're not willing to be a part of everybody else. You're going to stick out no matter what, and it's a dangerous position to be in. So I always got to watch myself because I can easily be tipped off the scale, and it's a done deal for everybody.
Okay. All right. What is the sloth? Because you do talk about that a lot.
A sloth. Oh, this is a good one. The sloth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to ask you a question too, because I'm ready for this one. Now we get to the finalities, ladies and gentlemen.
We're finally almost done. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. You see, she can't handle this pressure going on here.
Right.
You know how what do you call that?
A sloth.
The Bleach movie, the anime. She can't handle my spirit energy. That's what it is. I'm what's it called? What's his name? I can't even think of his name, but the orange haired guy.
Can't even talk about spirit energy. I'm a Libra, so
yeah. Okay, yeah. You can put your thing.
Okay.
I can't even think of. That's a shame. I can't remember his name. Ichigo. Yeah, I'm Ichigo on Bleach. She can't handle my spirit energy. Or I'm the old man with the fire. Amamoto. That's me. So she's sitting there like, oh my god, I can't handle it. I'm the present crazy. Let me ask you a question with that. Question. What was the question again?
Just about sloths.
Okay, sloth. Okay, the sloth
talk about
is
them a lot.
the sloth is this. The sloth is a very slow person. The sloth is like a very slow animal. When you watch them move, it would take them all day to get from the trunk of a tree all the way to the top of the tree. They're so slow you wouldn't realize that they exist. Sloth is, I won't say that they're weak. They're just slow and pitiful. So when I talk about the sloth, that means slow people who can't understand the messages. Slow. They're slow and retard. Retard is not necessarily a bad. Retard means you're slowed down. You're prohibited from moving forward, and you move forward very slow. You're going 15 miles per hour on a highway where the speed limit is 55. You're gonna get ran the hell over. So when I call people the sloth, that's the worst thing ever. Sloth means you are redundant in your thinking and need to speed up to the message. That's why no sloths allowed. Now, my question for you, young lady.
Okay.
Now, this is something that's new to me. I never heard it before, and it sounds stupid. Sorry, but it does. But what is, because I know a lot of women and men want to know what the hell this is. So you know this because you representing them. You know y'all talk about this women stuff. What is love languages? What the hell is that?
Let's go ahead because that's the last one too. All right, love languages.
What is it?
Love languages is a way that women and men try to understand each other. First off,
what? Like women, not men. That's a woman thing.
Men do it too. Men do pay attention to love languages.
Beta. That's a beta.
It ain't just betas. Masculines, probably alphas too.
No, not wrong. We don't ever say anything about love languages. What the hell? Love languages? That sounds like something some pitiful girl with geeky glasses on and long hair and pale skin. Oh, love languages. Let me make this up while I'm sitting in front of TikTok.
This has been made up way before TikTok.
And come on. Come with it. Come with it.
Okay. Love languages.
See, ladies and
all I
gentlemen,
can say is like there's different types of love languages.
Women just talk because it sounds good, because the words say love and they think it means something. They say love languages because it sounds good, but they can't even back up to what it really means. Come on, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna have to do some more research on this.
Oh no, you're not. Oh
No, I mean
really?
I know about love languages, but
Okay.
like there's different types.
Okay.
There's different types of love languages. Basically, it's just about like like how you communicate with your person. Like if they like gifts, if you got that chick that's like
You're boring me.
I'm not boring you. No, but like if you got that one chick that's like, oh baby, I want that shit, I'm just gonna come up with something. Oh, I want that Gucci bag. Like if you buy them that Gucci bag and they get happy, that's their love language. They like gifts.
I'm gonna say hell no. Cook something first, then I'll get you something. It ain't gonna be no Gucci bag. I'll get her a bag. I'll go to White Castle somewhere, have a bag, a sack. Here you go.
You said White Castles or a sack?
That's right. You want to talk about? Yeah, get a sack from White Castle. Gucci bag.
That's one of them. I'm not.
What?
Really
So
with
no,
that
that's
one.
the wrong thing for a man to do. A man who buys his woman things like that, it's not going to be enough because it's going to be one gift. She's going to want more the next week. He'll go out there and fly her to Cancun's or Dubai, right? Then he buys her a Mercedes Benz. And then he say, "Baby, I love you. This is for you." You think she's going to appreciate that 5 years later when the Mercedes is kind of dusty and she only got pictures of Dubai? She's going to be like, "Baby, I want more." And then if he try to do that again, she'll be like, "Oh, we did this before. Why don't you take me somewhere else? Go take me to go see Salt Bay. Let's go to the Salt Bay's place and get some." It's not going to be enough. Men should never do that because that's prizes and gifts for what? So she can want more of it? No way. No.
It's just showing appreciation, and that's their way of getting it. And that's not every woman.
She better appreciate that sack of White Castles and be happy with it.
Whatever. She's not going to appreciate no damn sack of White Castles.
Well, she ain't going to appreciate the Mercedes, nor she going to appreciate the gift of the travel to Dubai either.
It sounds like
because
she's
going to forget about it.
I ain't going to say she a gold digger.
Typical American woman, not gold diggers.
Like
if you want to add that to it, do for her. So why do you want to get married?
There's another one that's like physical. Wait, hold up.
Okay, all right.
Go on love language. Let's go on love language.
I'm gonna give you the floor. Go ahead. See, I'm respectable. I'm a nice guy.
He says.
Wrong. You're right. I'm not. That's right. I'm a bastard. Come on.
All right. But there is one that any alpha, masculine, beta, or anything likes. Physical touch. That's another love language. And I'm sure you know where that one goes.
It's not a language. It's an activity. Bend over, get on your back. Missionary. Pretzel, German Shepherd. Open your mouth. You insert.
And it can also be like hold hands, hold them at night.
That's in the beginning of the relationship. When she's
does not begin. See, that's the problem. They do all the good things at the beginning of the relationship, but they don't keep going.
That's not my problem. If she don't want to keep it up, Sarah's waiting for me and Brandy. I'm not waiting. I'm not worried about it. I'll trade her tomorrow. I don't have time for it. And you're talking about the smoochy Gucci stuff as the love language. I don't know. Let me stop you from that. Keep going. I'm just interluding here. Go ahead.
Yeah, you interluding already.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot something. Come on.
You interluding something.
Come on.
All right. What's the last one?
Yeah, that's a word I just made up.
He definitely made that up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Gifts of service. Now that one's not really gifts. Acts of service. Sorry, acts of service. That's not really gifts. That's more like, okay, so if your woman comes in and says, "Oh, thank you, honey, for taking out the trash or washing the dishes or doing some things," while I'm out doing whatever,
Oh, hell no, I'm going to tell her to take the trash out and wash the dishes. I ain't going to sit up there and do all that stuff while she's having a good time with her.
She
No, hell
just did
no.
9 to 5.
No, hell
she's
no.
worn out. It do not hurt you to grab your ass, your masculine ass, alpha ass,
I'm going to show you some ass.
Get that trash.
No, I'm going to show you some ass for a minute.
Go get that
I'm going to show you some ass. No, hold on. I'm going to show you some ass. Let's talk about it. It is the duty and the responsibility of both people. It's not a task that should be set on one person. There's no such thing. Oh, this is a love language. This is what I do. I appreciate it as if I'm in your house. You scraggly look. Don't get me started. You, not you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely
No,
not me.
no, because you
Although,
about to get me started. No, funny looking elk, looking like trying to tell me that you're proud of me for taking out the trash and washing my own dishes. Hell no. It is what the couple should do because it's our house or it's a task. If the trash needs to be done and you know it needs to be taken out, take the trash out, not because it's your duty, it's both of your duty. If the dishes need to be washed, if I see it, I'm going to wash it. If you see it, you wash it. If you are in that vicinity, wash the damn dishes. If you're home at the time, you take care of the duties. If I'm home at the time, I'll take care of the duties. It's not saying, well, you are supposed to do this because you're a man, or, oh, baby, I'm proud of you because you're okay, let's say this. You cook something for me. I come home and it smells good in the house. And I'm like, oh, man, what is that? Woo! And I put my bags in front of the door. And you're like, baby, I got that taken care of. Take your coat off. And you take my coat off, right? And I'm just sitting there and I go and I bathe up and I come back. Should I just come up to you and just pat you on the head and say, oh, good job. I'm so proud of you for doing it. No, it should be where this is the way that it should be as a couple in a relationship. Because if the roles were reversed, I would do the same thing. Because I know when you get home, you may want something to eat, especially if we're living together. Why would I cook something and not feed you at the same time? So it's more or less, you're going to get something regardless just by being you. I'm not going to pat you on the head. Good job, baby. You cook for me. No, I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to give you things that are not some Gucci bag and a Mercedes Benz. And I'm going to give you something that's good enough. And I care less if you like it or not. I'm making an example because women aren't satisfied. So I'm making an example.
Gifts are not just Mercedes
I'm making an example
because
because women want men to make six figures a year. So they're never satisfied. They want men to, oh, you bring home $300,000 a month. Something that's as outlandish and silly as that. So I don't even go by it.
Not the 20%.
Well, the 10 to 20% may make decent numbers, but women want to chase the top men who makes plenty of cashola, and men who are just typical men, they don't look at them.
The gold diggers.
Yeah, well, you might as well talk about the American women. So let's get back to what we're talking about.
So you're saying American women are gold diggers?
Well, you could look at it that way, but I won't say gold diggers. I would say it's a form of hypergamy because they don't want to date down, they date up. They're only looking for security, but they're having unrealistic expectations. Now, it's one thing, okay, if a 24-year-old girl said, dang it, I want to be with you, Alpha. I think that I'm looking at, is she feminine, kind, submissive, and an asset to my relationship, no kids, no body counts, and she's capable of whatever. Okay? Then she might be able to be a partner in my life. She might, not a partner, but she might be able to have an important position in my life. But a woman who has like 4 or 5 different kids, she's been on the merry-go-round. She got an Instagram with 100 or 1,000 some DMs, and she's like 32 years old, and she's like 250 pounds. And she's talking about, oh, I want to be with you. Do I have a chance? You know what I'm going to say? Hell no. The zoo do. I mean, other places do. Not me. Maybe beta men will accept her, but not me. So, another question for you, Mel. Why is it that you, as a lady, knowing in the 2020s, the way things are going, you know that 80% of women is making it bad for you? You know that marriage do not support the man. It supports you as a woman. You know already, you got a sneaking suspicion that things aren't quite right in the world, but yet you know that women aren't living traditionally. We're living in a modern day where women want to change things up instead of being traditional, but yet they still want a traditional man. If you know all these sickening systems and things that are going on, why do you still want to get married, and why do you still want to have kids, and why do you still think that this thing is possible? I mean, it's possible, but why do you think you still want to go for that, knowing that your chances are slim? Because I'm not the only man who's not interested in marriage.
Okay. Well, what I was going to go on is one, I ain't after an alpha. For what?
You're what?
I'm not after an alpha. I'm not after a beta either, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, because we're too much for you. No, the alphas are too much for you. You might want a beta. But let's see depending on your response, I'll know exactly what you're perfect for. I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be a beta.
It's not gonna be a beta.
Because you don't want alphas are
Far
leaders.
from a beta.
Alphas are leaders, whether you like it or not. We're like, oh, you don't like it? Fine. Get the hell out. Betas would be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. I'll take the trash out. You come home to a beta, be like, punk, I need you to go ahead and cook and you're gonna clean. And why you doing that? Wear an apron. He's gonna say, okay, honey, by the grace of God, okay, let's pray for the meal too before we eat it. I'll do a 9 to 5, goofy looking, buck tooth, soft, 120 pounds looking dude.
Okay,
you can probably
not all
break them.
betas are that bad.
Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, you know what betas do? Betas get married, for one. Ooh, that hurts. Betas get married, and what they do is they cash all their chips in with this girl who they know ain't good for them. They get on one knee to make a woman think that she's better than him, and he's the submissive one. And he says, happy wife, happy life, and get himself fleeced 5 years later. And with a child that's not even biologically his. That's a beta. And that's a lot of them. And they still talking about, let's get married in 2020s, where women are not traditional. They're modern. You get married to a traditional woman. Women aren't traditional anymore. But dumb men, betas, are still getting married to women who are not traditional. So they get themselves in a situation where they are divorced 80% of the time. Because a woman will be like, wait a minute. I thought I married a masculine male. Oops, I married a beta. And guess what she does? She praying mantis him. What that means is she'll have her child, she'll get her cake and her money, she'll get all her things, and she'll bite his head off.
And that's why these men are scared of the 20%.
It's not scared. It's not scared. The 20% is irrelevant. 80% is evil. 20% is not doing anything. 20% don't matter to 80%. You want to gamble 80%?
If the 20% is stronger than the 80%. Just because it's in numbers.
You hear how that sounds? Come on, speak up.
I'm just saying, like...
No. I can care less how much you spread out. If you go to the casino and you're gambling and you're going to lose 80% of the time, you're not going to come out rich. You're going to come out poor. Because 80% you're going to lose. You want to have a 80% chance of success. 80% of the time, men are going to lose. 80% of the time, she's going to say, I divorced them because of this. I divorced him because of that. If you go on Kevin Samuels' channel and you listen to women, he will always ask, he knows pretty much that it's her that did divorce him, but he'll say something like, so when did you divorce him? And she'll say, yes, I did. And I divorced him because of, every woman have a because of. So getting on with it. Okay.
Getting on with it.
So what have you getting by this interview? Is there a little enlightenment? Or are you still kind of confused? I don't speak for every man, but there's a lot of men who think like this.
I am not confused about you being an alpha.
No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
Okay, exactly.
I'm not saying
what
that.
are you saying? What am I confused about?
Well, have I answered any of your questions directly where you got a clearer understanding of some things that I normally talk about? Now that you see that this is a one-on-one conversation, I mean, is it opening your eyes just a little bit to know why? Because you'd be surprised that there are a lot of men who they may not be alpha, they're masculine, and they don't want marriage. They don't want to waste their time in their life with women who want to take control and power. And there's reasons behind it.
I would say that my eyes have definitely been open today of that perspective.
So that means you're going to marry a beta.
I'm not saying I'm going to marry a beta. I'm still not going to sit here and say that. I'd probably marry a masculine. I'm not going to go all the way to the alpha because...
Alphas expect more. That's just if you really want to know the difference, alphas just expect more. That's all. We have a certain position where we don't tolerate anything. We don't tolerate BS. So we expect things to be right at the door. Masculine men, you can be masculine. Masculine is just the normal, typical energy that men can have. Betas, you don't want that.
But what I say with alpha, though, is it seems like you talking about our expectations as women, but seems like y'all expectations are a little bit too high, too.
How's that? When we just want you to be submissive kind, supportive, and a asset to our life, I don't mind dating the secretary. I don't mind. I don't mind dating a woman who works at McDonald's. I don't mind dating a woman who says, okay, baby, here you go. You do what you do. You take the lead. Because I'm going to do me regardless. I'm going to be the leader regardless. It just makes her even more of an asset in my world. I'm not going to date the woman who is, I'm a boss B. I don't need you. I can do it all by myself. I can pay my own way. I don't, she's out the door. I don't need her. Because there's always going to be an 18 or 19-year-old girl who's born as soon as she walks out the door. So I can care less. She can be changed and exchanged any time of the day. And it's not about taking control. It's not about having a high standard. It's that maybe you can't reach the standard of taking care of me on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you know that you don't have the potential to keep me satisfied. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, ladies.
On this one.
Oh, that's it.
Say something else.
Oh, that's it. So no, I get it now. So you can't handle it because you don't think you're feminine. You don't think you're feminine enough to handle the standards of a common man. I'm just a common man with standards. So when men have a standard, when men have a standard, it's too high, and all we want you to do is be submissive and feminine. That's too much.
And we women have a standard.
Okay.
And a lot of men don't.
What does it have to do with ours? Your standard is, I need you to be rich. I need you to be a Superman. I want you to have 6 figures. I want you to have like 6 Lamborghinis outside. Okay, then I'll come your way. So let me
talk for the 20%. All we want.
Oh, what do you want? Come on.
Us strong women that you talk about. Us independent women that you talk about.
Yeah, she's strong. Come on. She's strong in the force, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna stop interrupting you. Go ahead.
All we want is an honest, faithful, loyal, supportive.
Supportive. Okay.
Kind when he want to be. He don't gotta be kind all the time, but.
Oh, we can do that. But why would we do that?
Just not rude and.
Why would we do that if you're gonna walk away from us 80% of the time? Because guess what? Those men are nice guys. Finish last. When I go into the room and I got
you watch too many cartoons.
No. When I take. What that means is, I got the girl. I've been with them. I was the first. When I'm done as alpha male, beta men come up behind and say, oh, I want some of that too later on. She's a has-been. I had her already. Okay? Why is this happening? Well, one of the major things is this. Women want the best of the best, the top of the line. And they're going to keep climbing higher, called hypergamy, until they reach their point of satisfaction, which they would never be satisfied anyway. All I got to look at is the American construct today. Look at the world today. They're never satisfied. They're going to want more of nothing. So why would men want to commit to a person or to women with loyalty, respect, and kind as the nice guy? The nice guy came in the room and said, oh, she has 2 kids. She's alone. She's a single mom. I'll be with her. That's the nice guy that you was talking about. Loyalty, kind, and respect. Yeah. The guy that women don't understand will be myself, who will say, I don't want you like that. Get in shape. Get on the treadmill. Get yourself together. Close your legs. Be submissive. Be feminine. Be kind. Be an asset. And the women like yourself, saying, oh, it's too much. It's too hard. So, fine. You sit there. I'm out the door. Thank you for the donkey dunk. Thank you for the time that we had. But thank you, ma'am. Wham, bam. I'm out. And here comes the beta. You'll say the same thing to him. Look, respect me. Be loyal. I need you to do this. He'll say, yes, ma'am. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. He accepts leftovers. Betas accept leftovers. Alpha accept fresh off the hot pot. Nothing less than what's right. Nothing less than a car with low mileage. Nothing less than what's supposed to be right. What's supposed to be right. What's supposed to be right. Meaning women who are supposed to be naturally virtuous, loyal, and respectful, which is very easy to ask for, but is difficult for a modern woman who is not traditional to deliver. So you're stuck with
You say you want a traditional woman. That's what you're saying.
In a non-traditional time, it's going to take you to do the work. You got to do the work. That means you women have to be traditional to get a traditional outcome. You want a traditional man? Be traditional. That means you can't be talking about, I'm independent. You should be more like, honey, let's make this happen. What do you need for me to do for you? What do you want? What can I do for you? Let me hear your needs, sir, man. What do men want? So when men say, okay, all right, I'm going to tell you what I want. You ready? Submissive, kind, feminine, supportive, and an asset to my life. Oh, you want all that? That's too much. That's what you just said.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Because you're talking about you're independent. So you talk, oh, I want to be loyal and respectful. What about the reverse? What about you being loyal and respectful to him? Being loyal and respectful to him to realize men don't care about these independent, strong women.
If you're being loyal, respectful, and honest to me, I'm going to do the same thing.
That comes with the package. When you meet people, you automatically respect them. You should. You're going to treat them right. I mean, I've been respecting you all night, even though I was throwing darts at you for fun. But there's some respect there. You respected me. You've been kind. I mean, you let me speak, and you did not try to overtalk me. So you've been pretty decent. The fact is, building something together. You can't build if you got your own kingdom. You still want your own house and you want your own thing. Fine. You're going to be alone with the dog.
I'm not going to be alone with the dog.
Because ain't no man going to move in. You're not going to accept for a man to move in your house. He's going to be automatically abated because over time you're going to be tired of taking care of him. You got to be willing to move in a man's house. And he's not going to move into your house temporarily either. Oh, let's move in together. He's going to move in your house. And then y'all going to decide, well, let's go get an apartment together later on. That first impression of him living with you is never going to go away for that short amount of time. There's going to be more arguments than necessary. There's going to be some disrespect. He's going to be like a boy to you for this because he's in your house. And then when you get mad, you can say, get out. Get out. I'll call the police. You're going to be like, get out. I don't want you here because you're going to do what I tell you to do because guess what you're going to say? This is my house. That's right. So he ain't even going to make it to get a house of his own after that because you're going to cut him down before you do it. So it's always where you moving in his house. You're doing what he needs to be done or you're supporting him, whereas it's putting the horse before the cart. So you talking about compromise. Okay, let's do a compromise. You will not be compromising if you say, I want him to live with me. You will not. So what are you willing to compromise for a husband? Because you know what, you asked me, okay, Mr. Alpha, how do you feel? What do you think about that? But you never asked me, what did I want from a woman? I've explained to you in multiple ways of what I wanted from a woman. But you never asked it. I just kept throwing it out there. Do you remember what it was?
I don't know, you kept saying loyalty.
Loyal. Respectful.
Support.
The support comes with just her being diligent and committed. Because it's going to come with being respectful. And then feminine. She has to be feminine and she has to be fit. Because I'm not going to be with a 250-pound linebacker and call her my wife. Okay? No matter how strong I am, I don't want to exhaust myself just to get some pootie. Okay? She got to be big enough.
Again, are you going to help her work out?
No. I'm not. No, because women want us to be perfect when we come into the door. But yet we can't expect for y'all to get y'all act together. Y'all want us to automatically be Clark Kent to automatic Superman overnight. 6-figure.
That's just 80%.
No kid, got everything taken care of immediately at the door. Y'all not going to help us get together. Why should I sit up there and help you? Y'all beat the beta man down while he's struggling to make his money. While he's down and out. While he's living in your house. You're going to kick him out before you get a chance to get his house. So why would I sit here and wait for you to get on a treadmill? Hell no. When there's another girl down the street who's already 130 pounds. Already. 23 years old, bright eyes, and ready.
Like you said.
And submissive and feminine. and not saying I'm independent.
Can we?
Okay, and you? All right, the final thing.
All right, y'all, we gonna wrap this up.
Did you enjoy this? How do you feel about all of it? Was it what you expected it to be? Because
This was interesting. That's what I'm gonna definitely say. This was interesting. It was fun though. I ain't gonna lie. That's fine.
It was kind of fun though, and I'm glad that you decided to.
It's a good interview.
Travel all the way over here to have this conversation with me. It was a wonderful back and forth. I mean, I was looking for more smoke, but I wasn't trying to give you all this masculine energy. I'm just this is who I am.
You are alpha. You were definitely alpha.
I mean, I was just wanting you to understand that there's a difference. There's a real big difference. I mean, what is?
I think our audience definitely can see that there's a difference between alphas and masculines, and definitely alphas and betas. That's for sure.
But anyhow, so I guess we're gonna do this again sometime in the future, right? You're interested in you got to come up with more.
I'm definitely gonna come back some facts
more firepower,
and some more comments, and we're definitely going to open it up for more comments.
You know what I think? I think you just smitten over me. I think that's
I am not smitten over you.
I think you was just in the presence of greatness, and you're like, wait a minute, let this guy give me a chance.
Here we go again.
I think that's what it is. You're just so smitten, like I want to talk back, but I just can't. But just come over here and just rip my shirt off, please. Yeah. Okay.
But anyway,
I'll leave you speechless, but that's fine. That's
anyway,
okay,
ladies and gentlemen.
You got to get through Sarah first, because she, you got to get her approval first before you come into the scene.
Yeah, and you got to worry about Jackie and.
No, I don't have to worry about them. They're gonna say, "Do I like her?" They're gonna say, "Do I like her?" If they don't like you, forget it. You ain't gonna be part of the team. But I think you're a cool person, though. I mean, I really love that you came over here, and
you're a cool person too.
We're going to do this.
You got your ways, but you cool.
We're gonna do this again sometime, ladies and gentlemen. And this ain't gonna be the first. We're gonna come up with some more
Definitely
ideas.
Ain't gonna be the last.
So there y'all go, ladies and gentlemen. All the many questions that they gave yours truly, and there will be